In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a face mask without sewing. You don't even need a sewing machine. You don't need a thread, a pin, or anything at all for this face mask tutorial. All you need is your fabric, which could be an old t-shirt, which is what I'm going to be using in today's video. And you also need something to cut your fabric with. And of course, you need your hands. That's basically all you need. If you don't have a tape measure, I'm going to be showing you how you can do this without even having a tape measure. And I'm also going to be showing you how I made my head wrap in this video. And before we jump right into making the mask, let me quickly talk about a company that sponsored today's video. The name of the company is Shenzhen Technology, and their website name is shenzi.com. Shenzhen Technology is currently into the sales of face masks. This company is the only company that is currently authorized by the DU point in the United States. They use the nano silver ion technology for their face mask, and it can be reused and washed more than 50 times, and it's still going to have the same antibacterial effect of 99%. They sell per pieces and also in large quantities as well. So as an individual, you can buy from them, and as an organization, you can also buy from them as well. And as a matter of fact, the more you buy, actually, the less the price. One mask goes for as low as $7.99. If you're interested in purchasing this face mask, I'm going to provide the link in the description box. They ship worldwide. They ship to Canada, US, Europe, wherever you are, you can order. So if you're interested in purchasing this face mask, if you don't want to make yours, if you want to buy, the link is going to be in the description box. You can check it out and make your purchases there. So without further ado, let's jump right to the work table. So guys, here is the old t-shirt that I'm going to be using. I'm sure you have one in your wardrobe. And I'm also going to be using a tape measure for my measurement. You can use a ruler, and if you don't have a ruler as well, don't worry, I will show you what to do. So I'm starting by taking a measurement of 17 inches down here, and I'm placing a mark. I'm also going to take the 17 inches a little bit above like this, so I can get a vertical line. So I'm going to connect those points together using my ruler. You can use your free hand in case you don't have a ruler. And I'm also separating the hem because I'm going to be trimming that off. I don't need that part, okay? And on this vertical line, I'm taking 8 inches. For an adult, you can take 8 because I'm making for an adult. And for a teenager, you can use 7. For a toddler, you can use 5. Then I'm connecting those points together as well, horizontally. And I'm also drawing a vertical line here just to make sure that end is straight, okay? And now I'm going to cut, but if you cut both the front and back of your t-shirt together, you are going to be having 2 pieces, which can make 2 masks. But I'm making only 1 mask, so I'm cutting only the front of my t-shirt. All right, so set that aside, and next you need to cut your strap. You can cut it here from the front, but I'm going to be flipping to the back to cut out mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim off the hem at the back as well, so I can have a straight line there. And now I'm going to take my measurement of 0.75 of an inch all along that end. If you're making for a child or a toddler, you can use 0.5 inch. Okay, because I want to cut 2 straps, I'm also taking that 0.75 above, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut out my strip. If you don't have a tape measure, again, you can just eyeball this part, okay? It doesn't have to be specific or accurate or anything like that. So just eyeball it and cut out the straps. All right, so here are my 2 straps once I was done cutting them out, and because of the nature of the fabric is already curling up already, which is what we want, so I'm just going to help it curl a little bit more by stretching it. So just go ahead and stretch the fabric, stretch the straps like so, and once you're done stretching, it will just curl up really nicely. Repeat the same thing to the second strap. So once I was done stretching, here is what I have. As you can see, the strap is firm, it's so magical, and it's so soft and comfortable. So just showing you the length is 24 inches. You can use up to 20 to 24 inches for an adult. So I just felt it's a bit too long. That's why I'm cutting it to 20 inches. Anything from 20 to 24 inches is okay for an adult, okay? All right, so now I'm going to show you the trick you can use if you don't have a tape measure. So use your gap between your thumb and your middle finger to measure. For me, I have 2.5 of the finger measurement for my strap. So each of them is 2.5. And my hand is fairly small. So for someone that has a big hand, it's going to be about 2 finger measurement. So for the fabric, here is 1 finger measurement, as you can see. And here is just 2 finger measurement. All right, so for someone that has a bigger hand, as you can see, my hand is small. I don't know if you can tell from the camera. If your hand is bigger, then it's going to be less than 2. And there, the vertical measurement is going to be less than 1 finger measurement. All right. So moving on, I have my cutout fabric on the table. And as you can see, it's curling at the end. So you are going to take this part as the inside now. You can see it's curling towards the inside. So place this part facing up like so. And then you grab your strip or strap, whatever you call it, and you place it at 5 inches in on one side. You grab the second one and also place it at 5 inches in on the other side. You don't have to measure, okay? I just eyeballed and I placed it, and now I'm just checking what I eyeballed, and as you can see, it was about 5 there, and here also 5. So this one was a little bit more than 5, which is okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said, okay? So then just grab this end and fold it over like this. All right, and you repeat the same thing to the other side as well. You grab the other side as well and fold it over like so. All right, and it's going to overlap really nicely, which is what we want to achieve. As you can see, the first one stops somewhere here and the second one overlaps on top of it like so. Okay, so now you grab the ends of your strap and then you can tie them together. Just make a simple knot like so, and basically the whole thing is coming together nicely already. So if you want to insert a filter right now, this is the time to put it in. So you can put in your filter and then fold it back just like we did. And if you're worried that the filter might be moving, you can get a filter that is about this size, is this wide, so that way you are not worried that it's moving. So now let's put on a mask. So as you can see, I just want to show you how you wear this mask. So place it over your nose like so, and then this one goes over your head. All right, and making sure that this is not slipping in. So you are going to grab those straps and pull both of them. As you're pulling, is going to form a gather, which is going to look really nice at the end. So just pull it like so, and then take it to the back of your neck and tie it together. It's that simple, you guys. You can literally do this in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you're doing it for the first time. So just go ahead and adjust, and that's it. Voila! The mask is ready, as you can see. This is so easy, so comfortable, and because of the nature of the fabric, you don't need the nose wire for this. It lays really nicely to the nose. It conforms perfectly to the shape of my nose, so no nose wire is needed, and this is super comfortable. I've made about 5 different types of masks already, and this is by far the most comfortable for me. So the next thing now, I'm going to be showing you another interesting part of the video, which is how I make my head wrap. A lot of you have been asking me to show you how I make the head wrap, so I'm going to be showing you how I do it in this video. So I have here a cotton fabric, which is really irregular in shape. It doesn't really matter. The edges are raw. It doesn't really matter because this is a fabric that I intend to still use for something else. So I'm not going to be hemming the raw edges. I'm just going to find a way to hide it in the head wrap. It's pretty easy. I'm just going to show you. I recommend for someone that is going to be tying the head wrap for the first time, you should have the raw edges hemmed before you use it. Actually, you can use any kind of scarf. Your winter scarf can do this. Any kind of fabric can do it. Either it's a stretchy fabric, a fall fabric, any type of fabric basically can do this. Okay, so this fabric right here is more of a square than a rectangle. If you have a rectangle, it's fine. If you have a square, it's also fine. If you have a rectangle, then you can fold it into two like this if it's very wide. And this is about a meter, or just a meter and a little bit. So this is just about the stretch of it. Because my fabric is square, I'm going to be folding it diagonally. So you see, don't bother about this irregular part. It doesn't matter at all, like I said. Because this fabric is too little, you know, it's a cotton fabric, it's going to shrink or compress a lot when I tie it. So because of that, I'm going to be adding another piece of fabric just to make it bigger. If it's about 2 yards or 1.5, then I don't have to add extra fabric to it. And also because it's like really dark color, I want to have some extra color to it, so I'm bringing in this fabric. So then I have this fabric which I already folded diagonally. Then I am going to add this one to it. The reason why I don't bother to make my fabric regular is just to show you that this doesn't have to be perfect. This doesn't have to be done a specific way. You can actually do it anyhow and you will achieve a nice result. So I'm adding this fabric to it, and I'm just going to use that to tie my head, and watch how I'm going to do it. So after holding both of them together, then I'm just going to put it over my head, bending down my head like this. Put it over my head. Did you see that? Okay, so I just put it over my head like this, and now I have like two wings, right? So assuming I'm using a rectangular fabric, this one is not going to be there. I'm just going to have only 2 wings. So let's just assume we have only 2 wings right now, okay? So you can try to get this out of the way anyhow. Maybe this angular part, you can get it out of the way like this anyhow. And then I have 2 wings. I'm grabbing the first wing. The idea is to take this around to this side, and you take this around to this side. Okay, so I'm starting with this one on my right, and I take it towards my left, pulling it really tight so that here I have a really firm line to my face. So I take this around like this, and then using the second hand now to grab this one, and I am going to take this to the other side. And at this point, you want to achieve a specific shape that you want. As you can see, I have like a V shape that comes to my middle of my face actually. So that's the shape that I want to achieve. If you want like a round shape, then you can just, you know, find a way to make it round. Did you see that? But I want like a V shape, so I take it a little bit up like this and like this, so I can form the V shape that I want. And as you go, just try to shape it as you want it. Like I said, there is no specific way to do this. Just, you know, mold it to your taste as you go. I actually don't have a mirror, I'm using my camera. So now that I have this on this side and this on this side, then I'm going to work with one of them first. I'm working with this one at the front, so I'm taking it all around, so take it all around, and then find somewhere to end it. Okay, and then I have this one, and I'm going to do it also the same way, taking it to this side. So if this goes this way, this has to go this way. So taking it to this side. Don't worry if at first it doesn't look nice. It's actually okay. By the time you're done, you can reshape it to whatever thing you want. You can get creative, you can do it anyhow you want. At this point, I can even decide to twist this twist it, and then put it in somewhere. You know, just go ahead and do whatever you want to do. You can mold it anyhow. So I brought it around like this, right? And I am just going to find somewhere to tuck it into so it stays nice and secured. Okay, and once, I think I have a piece of thread somewhere. Okay, so once I am done hiding everything nicely, then you can start to, you know, shape it, fluff it out anyhow you want it to be. If you want more of the black fabric, you can reveal more of the black fabric. If you want less of this one, you can reveal less of it. And if you're using the same fabric, then you don't have to worry about all of that. Just go ahead and shape it to however you want it to be. And as you can see, I put it all over my ears. It feels very comfortable. The fabric is soft, so you don't have to worry about that, and it's not so tight. If you're a first timer, then you can make it a little bit softer. It's actually not tight, it's just feminine. So just mold your head wrap. Actually, like I said, there is no specific way to do it. If you do it following my step, the result of your scarf may be different from mine. It could be better, mine could be better. It actually doesn't matter. If I take out this scarf using these same 2 pieces of fabric and I tie it again, I'm actually going to achieve something different from this. But of course, it's still going to be nice. So just go ahead and adjust, mold it, and once you're done, you feel your ear is comfortable, you can adjust the shape of the front. And then the final thing I like to do once I'm satisfied with the shape is to push the entire scarf just a tiny bit to the back, like so. And the reason why I love to do that is it just gives the face a better look. Like you can see, you know, you can even show a bit of your hairline. That's very okay as well. It actually gives a nice look. So yeah,
abrázame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda.